What's going on, family? What's going on, family? Episode 10, the King Effect Podcast. We're going to get into some deep stuff this time. We're going to talk about from a male perspective. I'm just going to talk, man. It's some few things that came up this week, conversations that I've had, and I want to share my thoughts on them. So, after the intro, we're going to get into it. Hope y'all ready. We're gonna get into it for real. Yo, it's that time again, the King Effect Podcast. I'm your host, King. I'm here to bring you some truth, some clarity, help you understand life just a little bit better. I promise you will be entertained. You may cry, you're definitely gonna laugh. But nevertheless, I want you to sit back, relax, kick your feet up. Let's get this thing started. Let's go. Welcome back. Let's get into this. Y'all know how I like to start every one, so we're gonna do it. Let's go to the Father. Father, we just thank you for this day, this time you have set out for us to partake in the words of wisdom that you have bestowed on me. Father, as always, I really need you to speak through me so that I can get this message out, so that it'll be impactful, that it'll be a lesson, that it'll be something that heals, even sets free the mindsets that we of old, Father. And Father, I just thank you so much that one person that it reached, praise the Lord, Father. If it don't reach thousands and all that, it's all good. As long as it reach that one person and able to help them and impact their lives and get them on the right track and set them on a path of confidence to dominate in power. And we thank you and give your name glory. Give your name the glory and the praise. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, let's get started. Listen, and let me be transparent. I was one that would just give this stuff away. And I got told by someone wise that, you know what, you got to give people an opportunity to invest in you, and you let them know what you're doing. So I'm gonna do that right now. So this is what I do. I'm on Clubhouse Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and I'm pouring out, and I'm helping people. On Mondays, I'm with a group of coaches, and we do Discover Your Genius, and we go over the DISC assessment really, and talk about your superpower. We we say that, but honestly, man, we help you break through, man, break through in power. On Tuesday, we deal with emotional intelligence at 7:30 p.m. Monday is 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Tuesday is 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. And we deal with emotional intelligence with an emotional intelligence coach by the name of Risati out of Singapore. On Wednesday, we go, Are You Powerful? We're dealing with the 7 pillars from a book written by one of our very own coaches, Bridget Jackson. And we going over the 7 pillars of her book that she wrote. And we do that at 9 p.m. on Wednesday. And then Thursday is my room, I Am Power, where I just dig, man. I dig and I help you discover the power within you that God has placed inside of you so that you can walk in the purpose that is on your life, that God has placed on your life. So you won't stay stuck in the old, or stay stuck in the trauma, stay stuck in the voids of your life. I do that on Thursdays at 6 p.m. Eastern. And again, then we're in a room on Friday with a business coach named Latoya at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And she goes over business and her and another coach, Alicia, go over business and life coach things. Like I say, all these rooms are very powerful. And then, like I said, if you want to invest in my coaching program, you can go to www.lifecoachking.com. And there you will find the various coaching programs that I offer. And also, if you're not sure, I do offer a free consultation as well to give you a better understanding of what I do and what plan it will work best for you. So with that said, I want to take time out to do that before I get into this subject. Now, let me I'm be transparent. I'm be honest. And I'm noticing the more honest and the most transparent I am, the more freeing it helps me and other people. So listen, check this out. This week I've been talking with various people about different things, and what's been coming up the most is men not expressing themselves, men being afraid to cry, and then men being players, and then it was just be honest, man. Just be honest when you're in a relationship. So usually I tend to speed up. So if you see me speed up, you feel like I'm speeding up. Don't worry, bear with me. I'm gonna slow myself down as soon as I catch it. But I'm so passionate about all these things. So I'm just gonna dive in where I dive in, and we're just gonna see what happens. Notice again, I didn't title this, so I won't get the title until I'm done. So check it out. Here we go. Listen, this is what I want to deal with first because it's the deepest one for me. And we gotta, we gotta start expressing our feelings and being honest, especially when we're in a relationship. What we tend to do is we tend to go, and I used to do this, and I'm in a relationship when I was insecure, and I felt like the woman I was in a relationship was supposed to leave me, rather, because of my insecurities. I felt like she was supposed to leave me. I would go make sure I hurt her before she hurt me. You heard it right. Yeah. I would make sure I go hurt her before she hurt me. In other words, I would be looking for another woman. And so when she come to me and tell me, well, I found somebody else, I'll be all right. I've been found somebody else. I'll just wait for you to leave. So that I can sting right back. It's not the right way to go. What I should have done is say, hey, listen, I'm feeling like you're not happy. I'm feeling like I'm dropping the ball somewhere. Um, what what is it that needs to happen so that we can both be happy? I should have did that. I feel like I should have done that, but I didn't. I just did like I told you I did. And why I didn't do that? Let me back up, and then I'm gonna go further on to this. What has happened in childhood for us men, all men? I don't care. I don't care what you say. It happened. What has happened is we was told when we was growing up, don't cry. You better not cry. No matter how much pain we was getting enforced on, whether i.e. a whooping or being smacked in the face or being pushed down or scraping our leg, falling off the bike, get up, don't cry. So we was programmed not to express pain or feel pain, express hurt or feel hurt. We was trained that way. And so what has happened if you fast forward right now, what has happened is this right here. Now that in our adulthood, when we feel pain or hurt, we got a wall up. Because we still in our mind as grown men hearing, you better not cry. They just hurt your feelings. You better not cry. You just hurt yourself. You better not cry. What happened to you hurt. You better not cry. Someone close to you died. You better not cry. You see, and now what's happened, you subconsciously have suppressed feelings and emotions that you was not designed nor built to do. And now as you got older, what you feel like people, men around you are doing the same thing because you see that tough exterior. You see, oh man, that joker hard, bro. You see how he took that punch? He ain't phase him. It did. Man, you see how she played him. He just act like it wasn't nothing. Like who cares? I get another one. He's tough. No, he not. That's a lie. It's this thing they say, never judge a book by its cover. That's the realest statement I ever heard now. Because all our covers as men that express that we're not hurt, and that we're not crying on the inside is a lie. But we got to get past that. We got to be able to express our emotions, man. I was dealing with a gentleman, man, and he was like, when he cried, the people around him told him that's a sign of weakness. And I told him, and I say on this podcast too, I cried at Space Jams 2 because of the dad and father scene. And it made me cry and think about my father that I would never see, that I would never lay my eyes on his face because he died. And as y'all, if you follow my podcast, y'all already know the story. He died before I got a chance to meet him. Because I'm getting to him 6 feet. I cried, shed a tear. But I ain't weak. You're welcome to try that theory if you want. But I guarantee you're going to fail. Nothing weak about me. As a matter of fact, I feel stronger because I released something that I needed to release. See, the thing about it is, because men, and some women too, honestly, because we hold on to these things inside, we're killing ourselves on the inside. We're destroying ourselves. And we're suppressing things. Like, honestly, let me tell you something. And I'm going to lead into this. I used to feel like whenever I was in a relationship and I was done with it, I felt like, man, I'm done. Good, bye. I ain't need you. All I did was suppress that emotion of hurt, rejection, neglect. I suppressed it. I turned it off and I moved on to the next relationship. But guess what? Even in the next relationship, it started bleeding over, bleeding out, coming out. Why did it start coming out? Because when I was dealing with it, or something happened or they would do something that reminded me of the previous relationship, I would go back to that relationship. And then I would start treating that person like that past relationship. Because I never dealt with it. I just suppressed it. I.e., trauma. If I never deal with the trauma in my life and just suppress it, because I'm a man and I ain't supposed to show you I'm weak, I ain't supposed to expose that somebody violated me. I suppress it, it's going to leak out somehow in something, in one form or the other. For me, with the molestation of the two women at 6 years, 7 years old, it leaked out in me being very, very, very sexually with women. Happened to have a lot of sex, and I did. And I changed women like I changed draws. I'm just being real with you because I need to show you something. But when I dealt with it, I was able to heal that thing and it was able to be suppressed. So now, if I think about it now, it's more or less of how I'm trying to help someone else now get over something in their life that's happened to them. See, we have to deal with these emotions as men. We have to deal with these feelings of rejection, hurt as men. We have to. If we don't, it's going to be one of those things where we're not fully healed and we cannot operate fully in the power that is within us. Now, you all know how I rock with God is how I rock with God. I never force God on you, but I'm just got to tell you what my formula was for me to be able to be freely to express myself and get delivered from a lot of things that I had held on in the inside and I had to let go. That was my relationship with God. And I spoke on a live the last week or this week about how the fact that I grew up in church, but I grew up in religion. So I grew up and knew how to do religion, but I didn't have a relationship. And I was in church playing minister music playing, but I didn't have a relationship. I developed that over trial and error, over things that have happened in my past. I developed it when I started facing it and understanding that I need to express these things and let it say, yes, that hurt. It hurt me that my dad was not there and that he died before he got a chance to meet him. It hurt me that I got molested at 6-year-old by two women, 6, 7. It hurt me that I got kicked out the military because they said I wasn't psychologically fit for the military. It hurt me every single woman, every single relationship that broke up. All my past relationships hurt when they ended. Yes, at the time as a man, I act like it didn't. Because that's what I was taught to do. Don't express your emotions. You're a man. Men don't cry. Men don't hurt. Man, let me tell you something. I love my granddad. Love my granddad. Man, I never seen my granddaddy cry. But my granddad was hurting, though. When he died, man, he died of prostate cancer. But I never once seen him bend over in pain at all. When he died with an outside child. Do you not think my granddaddy was hurting for that son that he couldn't bring into the family because it was a secret he kept till we didn't even find out till after he died? But because of this perplexed generation of men from the past, we taught not to cry, show emotions. And I can't prove this. And I'm being honest with you, I cannot prove this. But I just feel like whenever you hold in emotions like that, it affects your body. It affects it. I cannot prove it. Cannot. Maybe one day I get a doctor on here to prove me and tell you that I was right. But I feel it strongly that it affects your body. When you hold on all that toxic emotion, that toxic pain, that toxic hurt, when you hold all that in, it kills you slow. I believe that. I believe unforgiveness kills you slow. I believe that. Why? Because you're suppressing things that you are not supposed to hold into your body. And you should let it out. You should let it out. Man, check this out. We ready to go. Let's dig. Check this out. Look, personally, right now, even today, still struggle a little bit with it. When we as men, we feel like we have failed in an area in our lives, we go to the one thing that we feel like we conquer and we feel like we're strong in, and that's sex. Be it you in a relationship or not, you do it. Keep it 100. I still struggle with it. If I'm failing in something, even if my fiance feel like it's something in my mind to say, you know what, you need another one. I have to constantly fight that though. Let's keep it 100 though. Let's keep it 100. Trust me. Think about it. I want you to take time out. It's even in that book, man, I read, Think and Grow Rich. Man, if we would use our sexual urge, if we can control our sexual urge, we can take down anything. Because men, we use going to find a woman, and this is the conquering thing. This is where you feel like you conquer something. Because whenever you fail in the area that you're trying to grow in, you know, okay, let me see if I can get her. If I can get her, man, and if I can get in the bed, sex her down, turn out, boom, I accomplished something. You just still giving into that. Man, it's time to stop, man, for real. I fight it, bro. Listen, you're not by yourself. I fight it by the grace of God because I remind myself who God created me to be, and I don't want purpose to be thought or held up because I fall into that. I don't. I don't care how many beautiful women I see. No woman can be more beautiful than my fiance. I have to put that in my mind. And I deal with women all the time. However, none of them can be more beautiful than my fiance. They didn't stop being beautiful because I got a fiance. They still beautiful. But they can't be more beautiful than my fiance. That's how I have to rock. But see, listen, the only way I'm able to rock like that is because of my relationship with God. I love God more than any relationship. So let's say it like this. This just came to me just now. None of them are worth more than my relationship with God. Not even my fiance. My vertical got to be tight. Me and God got to be on point. And again, you got to hear what I'm saying to you. This is not me saying something that I have that don't happen to me. I have mastered it because of my relationship with God. I promise you, nothing in this world as men that we face, we can master on our own of ourselves. Nothing. You cannot master that beast, that sexual beast by yourself. You cannot. You can hang it up. Women are dressing more provocative than ever, and they're more aggressive than ever. You look at even the best of us fall. We get up. Before my fiance, I was falling, bruh. And I had the relationship with God. But I still was falling. Because this is the thing we deal with is a beast. And it's something we go to because that's the only thing that feel like we're a success. Because we can't admit that we failed. We won't talk to one another and say, hey, man, I'm failing in this area. Man, this was a disappointment, man. This hurt me, man. But instead of that, we suppress it and then we go after what we know we can conquer. Sex, a woman. It's a game to us. Then we go after it. We go say, we can do this. If we can get her, I feel like I conquered something. But guess what, bruh? That orgasm ain't nothing but 3 seconds. And once the orgasm is gone, just like drugs, crack, anything else, alcohol, it's gone. You right back to that failure. So what you gonna do? Repeat the same cycle. And now you become a player, and now you get older, and you're alone. You're lonely. Let me tell you something. Take it from somebody who went through this. I don't care how many women you sleep with and how many women in your bed. It will not fill the void of loneliness. Will not. Can't happen. Won't happen. Just being honest with you. You have to develop that relationship with God, bro. That's the only way you're going to fill them voids. And again, rock with God how you want to. I rock with God this way. I'm telling you what I know, bro. You talking about somebody who went through the fact that didn't have no father, got molested at 6, 7 years old, was in the military, got kicked out, married multiple times. Listen, all them incidents was voids for me. Nobody filled them voids but God. Nobody made me understand that I had to let all that go but God. You talking about carrying weight on the inside of me. I may be 290, but I was 700 pounds of all that stuff I was carrying spiritually. And all I'm trying to tell y'all, man, listen, you got to let this go. You got to let this mindset go of don't cry. I'm in pain, but you better not cry. I.e., you better not show your emotions. Man, listen, that's killing you from the inside out, slowly. I promise you it is. Go for anybody. If you holding anything in, because it could go for women too. If you holding anything in, you better let it go. For real. You gotta express your emotions, man. You can't I can't even think of the word right now. Suppress, I'm sorry. You can't suppress your emotions for the rest of your life. You got to find somebody to let that go. Men, I know you don't want to tell people, you don't rock with people like that. You don't want to seem vulnerable. You don't want to seem like you weak. Man, let me tell you something. You're not weak or vulnerable when you express your emotions of you hurting, bruh. You're hurting. You're suffering. And you quiet. That's crazy, bruh. And what you're doing is, it's what I used to do. You're suffering and you're hurting, and so what you do is you ejaculate that into a woman. So now she's gonna be suffering and hurting. Because basically, let's get to it, man. We give into women, and what we pour into them, they gonna emulate. Do your research on that. So now I'm failing, I'm suffering, I'm hurting, and so the only way I can feel like I conquer something, let me go find this chick, get with her, sleep with her, ejaculate in her, boom, I'm good. No, you're still not good. And now she ain't either. But let's get real about this right here. It's time for us to stop suppressing our emotions and get some help about we are hurting. We got to do it. We have to. Away with this whole macho mentality of I'm good. Man, you ain't good. Stop lying. It don't make you tough, bro. It don't. It's killing you. You know what's going to happen? You're going to be good dead. Here lies I'm good. All alone, suffering in silence. Women, the same thing. Same thing. Stop suppressing the emotions. Stop holding that crap in. You hurting yourself. Like I said, I don't knock nobody. I don't. A lot of things that's going on is caused to suppress emotions. Suppress things that they won't expel because they feel like they make themselves vulnerable, they're going to get taken advantage of. Find someone you trust and get that crap up out of you. Go get a counselor. Hey, here you go. Get a life coach. Holler at me. Told you I give you a free consultation. We can talk about it. Heck, I'm on Clubhouse Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We can talk about that. You don't want to talk about that? Like I said, a free consultation. But you got to get these emotions out because it's killing you on the inside. And it's destroying your purpose too. Because like I said, bro, if you chasing women so you can feel conquered or feel like you accomplished something, man, you ain't accomplished nothing. My 10-year-old nephew can get a woman. What accomplishes that? Nothing. It's time out, man. Women and men. Listen, chasing sex with a borderline. Matter of fact, let's get to it. Chasing an orgasm to feel like you accomplished something is dumb. Listen to me, bro. I'm there. I was there. I'm not there. I was there. I struggle. I don't struggle with it, but it do pop in my mind to go do it. But I have, thank God, of my relationship with him. Thank God, for real. Because if I didn't have God, I would be out here in these streets hard. But I thank God that he has definitely got that in check. By the grace of God, I promise you that. Listen, that ain't conquering nothing. Orgasm is not your purpose. I promise you it ain't. You too talented, you too gifted to just settle for an orgasm as an accomplishment. You're supposed to leave a legacy. You do. You're supposed to leave a legacy for real. Seriously. And it's time for you to do that. Get some help. Speak to somebody. Listen, if you got to write it out, write your hurt out in a journal then. You feel like your first step is to start writing out in a journal. Nobody going to read your journal. Write it out in a journal and burn it like my brother do. Write it out in a journal and burn it. At least you got it out and let that be your first step. But honestly, bro, and sis, stop suppressing your emotions. Let it out. Stop it. For real. We're going to wrap this up. I want to end on this note. Men, let's break that cycle. It's okay to express your emotions. It's okay to express that you're hurting. It's okay, man. It's all right. Stop using orgasm, going to get women as an excuse to feel like you conquer something. You can conquer something in anything you do. You're gifted, bruh. I promise you're gifted. You're talented, man. We waiting on you. Your gifts and your talents, we waiting on you, man. Come on, move on it. Women, same thing. Stop chasing orgasms. I don't care how accomplished you feel like you are. When you feel like you're a failure, let somebody know you feel like you're a failure. And you need help in the area. It's not for, again, like it's not for all women. It's not for all men. But most men will not express themselves. I feel like all men, to be honest with you. Because sometimes I still don't. I still don't express everything. But I'm getting better with it, though. I got some people in my circle that's tight like that. And we're able to chop it up with one another. And we're able to express vulnerabilities. And we help each other. So even though I still may have sometimes, I have a circle that I am doing it. And it's such an uplifting and light thing for me. So men, women, I encourage you, don't suppress your emotions. Don't. That's a wrap for me, man. I don't know how to end this, but just telling you, don't suppress your emotions, man. Let it out. Probably gonna be the name of this thing. Let it out. Listen, if your casket hasn't dropped, you got too much purpose on you then. And do not let suppressed emotions hinder you from your purpose. And definitely do not let orgasms stop you from your purpose, because that's not an accomplishment. It's not. Sorry to tell you. I'm just trying to help you. Till the next time, man. Y'all be blessed. Yo, thank you so much for listening tonight. I hope something was said that made an impact on your life. Something that will help you see yourself in a better place than you were before you even started listening. The King Effect Podcast. We'll be back again next week, same time. Hope to see you there. Until then, God bless. See you later. Peace out.